Hello, everybody. My name is Kwame. Welcome to Walking the Talk. So, today I'm excited about the topic. I'm going to talk about controlling or commanding your space. This is a very important topic, and most of you will need this. I needed it, and that's why I'm sharing it. First of all, how is everyone doing? I wish everyone is doing okay, and I wish that you learn a lot from this topic. Okay, let's just dive into it. All right. So, have you come across somebody that on the first time of meeting the person, you have so much respect for the person? Have you seen people that as soon as they come around or they enter the room, everyone is like giving them so much respect? Have you seen a boss in a company that doesn't have respect from anyone at all? Do you know anyone that forces people to respect them? And by the way, do you want people to respect you? Are you going into a relationship or in a working place, or are you already in a relationship or in a place that you work that you demand respect? You want people to respect you. And these are the things that most of us really want. And we're going to talk about how you can demand respect, how you can command respect without forcing people to do this. So with this, I'm going to use an experiment that was done way back in the days as an example, and then we'll see how we can apply that experiment in our daily lives and how we can use it to command respect. It's called classical conditioning. Now, let me break it down so that we can all understand. So this man called Pavlov, he wanted to make sure that he uses something that doesn't make people do what they do to things to do them. And this is what I mean. Like, for example, dogs don't respond to bell in any way. The sound of a bell shouldn't make a dog do anything, and that's usual. But he wanted to make sure that a dog will respond to the sound of bell. So he used a bell, a dog, and food to conduct this experiment. So he started with ringing the bell to see if the dog will respond to the bell. And over there, it wasn't ringing any bell to the dog. Ringing a bell. Okay. So he did it the second time and did it so many times. The dog was not responding to the bell. So this time he added food. So anytime he rings the bell, he gives food to the dog. So anytime he rings the bell, he presents food, the dog will start salivating. So he knows that every time he rings the bell and he brings food, the dog will salivate. And usually dogs salivate when they see food. So he did it a couple of times until this time he removed the food out of this equation or the experiment. And every time he rings the bell, the dog will start salivating. So now he has fixed the dog to salivate to the sound of a bell. So classical conditioning is just fixing people to do what you expect them to do. You put them in a position where whatever you want them to do, they do it. And this takes time. It's a continuous repeat of things that you have to do to people. So how do we take this scenario and then apply it? If you want to condition people, it is a process that you take them through, but you have to do something. Now we'll compare you if you want respect, if you want people to treat you good, if you don't want people to treat you like trash, or if you want people to treat you like trash, you can also use the same thing. You will be the bell, and then the respect or whatever you expect people to see you as or give you will be salivating. And then what you have to do to fix people in that position is the food that he gave to the dog. So you, bell, the food, things you have to do, and then the last one, salivate what you expect, the outcome. Okay. So now let's look at the things that you have to do to fix people in this position. As soon as you enter the room, as soon as you come around, people want to hear you. People want to give you attention because they respect you. First thing, the way you carry yourself, your demeanor. Make sure you carry yourself in a respectable manner. See, whatever you see yourself is what you're telling people to see you like. Okay, sometimes it doesn't work that way, but that is the start. See yourself as a victory person, someone who has gained victory. See yourself as a person who is important. Be serious with whatever you do. Even when you're joking, people still want to pay some attention to it because there's some message that you want to give. Carry yourself like someone who has already won. It's not about being prideful or thinking that you are above everybody. And that is the wrong thing to do. But make sure you don't undermine yourself. Carry yourself like, yes, I want to do this. Big smiles on your face. You're a victory. Be proud of yourself. Whatever you're doing, whether you're already there or you're yet to get there, be proud of yourself. Be proud of your achievements. Don't ever look down on yourself. Do not look down on yourself. You can criticize yourself, but do not look down on yourself. Remember, you are commanding respect. If you look down on yourself, people will look down on you. And that's not what you want. Remember, whatever you go through inside, one day you're going to spill it out and people will see it. The second thing you need to do is to make sure that you treat people the way you want them to treat you. And it doesn't always work like that. The way you treat people, sometimes they don't treat you like that back. And I'll show you how to do it. But always remember the golden rule. Respect is reciprocal. If you give respect, you usually get respect back. Now, people who do not respect anyone, those people, you move on. Do not ever retaliate. Do not ever fight back. The only way to answer people is to not answer them at all. That's the best way. So when people treat you like trash, you move on. Don't play with them. Don't give them that chance. So you move on. You go to a higher ground. And that's how it works. Treat people with respect. Remember the golden rule. Whatever you give is what you get. Okay. Third thing, start weeding. There are some people in your life that are very toxic. There are some people in your life that are drawing you back. You might have a friend who doesn't respect himself or herself and goes around doing whatever that doesn't bring respect to them. You have to weed that person off. Toxic people in your life will bring you down. Do not entertain toxic people. Even if it's not your friend, do not entertain them. Remember, you are commanding respect. Next thing is class. Whatever you do, add a little bit of class to it. Whatever you're doing, even the way you dress, add a little touch to it. Those little messages carry, they go across. People know, people learn. Sometimes just put a little makeup on. Don't be shy. Just do it. People give that respect. You don't always have to look too serious, and you don't always have to look casual. But whether you're going classic or business attire, whatever you're wearing, or just casual stuff, remember to add a little bit of touch to it. Add a little bit of class. Whatever you say, add a little bit to it. It goes far. So class, don't forget class. And next thing that you might want to do is to be realistic. And now this is kind of different from what it sounds like, but be realistic. You know that Respect comes with age and position. Sometimes, most of the time, you're going to grow old one day and you would want to be in a higher position one day. So those who are older than you want to give them the respect they deserve. Now, if someone is older than you or someone is in higher position and they don't respect themselves, it doesn't mean that you have to give them trash. So if someone is higher, you give them the respect they need, because when you get there one day, you want to demand that respect. Show them the respect. When they see that you respect them for what they are, they give you respect back. There are so many people in higher positions that have so much respect for those beneath them, or the subordinates, as we can say. Don't ever forget to give respect to those below you and those above you, especially. And it goes both ways. The last thing that I want to talk about is make sure you achieve more. So remember to not ever be at the bottom of the food chain. What do I mean? When you go to an institution, when you go to a school, when you go anywhere, try to strive for the higher position. Higher positions come with respect. So usually, when there's any meeting, people who lead the meetings, those who come and give talks or speeches, they are in higher positions. So someone will come and introduce them. They all come with some kind of respect. You need to make sure that you search for money. Look for money. Get some money. If you have a little bit, it gives some respect. Work hard, get some money, and then get some education. Always strive to go higher up. Aim high. Get that education. Get that money. Try to get up the food chain. That's where the respect comes from. Even when you're at the bottom, still make sure that you still aspire higher. You still aim high. You give people respect up. You give people respect back. Imagine if you are the one getting respect from people, how would it feel? And sometimes it feels good to give respect to those who deserve it. And sometimes it feels good to get respect from those who need to give you respect. So be in the middle. Make sure that you give respect to those who deserve. And try to fix people where they need to be. You need to make sure that you send a message across all boards that you should be respected. If you are in a relationship where you don't feel respected, maybe you're missing one of these points. Maybe you're just with a toxic person. I'm not saying you should get out or anything. I'm just telling you why you're getting some responses. Respect feels good. Respect is important. Try to command your surroundings. Make sure that no one tells you what to do unless you trust that person. No one will just push you around because you are being respected. Command respect, and it feels good. And this is where I end this topic. Make sure you like and share it with other people. Share your comments. If you like, you can also find me on YouTube, Walking the Talk, the same thing. And I love doing this. Let me know if this works for you. It's worked for me. It worked for so many people, and I'm sharing with you because I know it's going to work for you. All right. See you in the next video. Bye.